temple was done on December 9, 1991. There are a couple of rooms constructed for the school to go on at present, and whatever future will come up, we will report next year. Because as Bhaktipat says, talk less and do more. So I can't do more, we are not doing more, but everything is in a plan right now. The land is about 15 acres, total area. There are 2 water bores. That is one nice thing to know about. Is that we were deciding that before we begin any construction or anybody start living, the water has to be there, sweet water. So we were debating how to get this water bore done, because each bore then means in 88 March we were ready to do that. So in 88 March it was costing somewhere around 80,000 rupees, complete. Boring to be done with a machining, then the boring pipe has to be inserted, then the actual water, the delivery pipe and the suction pipes has to be, and then the submersible pump, electrical connection, like that. So then we came to know that there is one nearby village where one old man is living. He is about right now 96 years old. So in 88 he was to go to America. At that time he was still 93, 94 years old. So day before he was going to go to America, we came to know that he has some influence with some man who does the boring work. So that man took us, and we went to him, and he said, right now I can come with you. Even at that age we can see his spirit. So he came with us to Billimora, which is about 1.5 hours ride by car from Surat. So we went there, and this is a very big machine boring company. They do this boring business only, all over Asia, not only in India. But that is LMP company. So we approached him and we requested him. He was a live member of ISKCON. So we talked with him, and he questioned so many things, why you are different from ISKCON and this and that, and institute's name is also different. Just like we have League of Devotees, so we have named Bhaktivedanta Raj Vidyalaya. So he was questioning all this, but nevertheless we represented him philosophical explanation. Like management could be different, and it was already different during the time of Prabhupada also, that no temple was supported by any other temple and so forth. So he immediately agreed that okay, I will do 2 water bores, and he really did it. So we can see that even though we may not have capacity, if we stick to the Guru's instructions, sometimes Guru's instructions may be in harsh words also. That's what my experience with Srila Bhaktipada. He keep on telling me, I asked you to do something else. You are trying to do something else. That's what who recently repeated. Sukdev Maharaj said. So it may seem that way, which I will admire Bhaktipada words, that I am doing different. But I am not doing different. I am doing different according to his vision or his thinking. So I am that much less surrender to him. That much admittance I must have. But recently many devotees from Bombay also came, and everybody recognized that preaching is required in Gujarat, because from ISKCON side preaching is very less now. For many years it is less. So, and this village development program has never been taken place. Actually villages are the basis in India still today, and we still have to do lots of preaching in villages. And through this project, the combination of city and village development takes place. Like the funding comes from Surat city or Navsari and so forth. We travel mostly from Bombay till as far as this side, Billimora or Balsar side. This is our traveling zone. And money comes from those areas, not from the local people. So Guru's mercy is always there. Just like if anybody will act as an enemy with Krishna, Krishna still liberate him. It may not be of the highest standard. So same way Guru represents Krishna. So Bhaktipad he is heavy with me and with us as a Krishna Lo devotees, but nevertheless he is still all merciful. That quality I must admit. And recently he has sent a fax also. He has approved this temple in Krishna Lo. He has written clear wording in the fax that I am with you, devotees there at Krishna Lo, and you should very sincerely, with a total dedication, take care of Lord Sinaji and Gonitai, and everything else will follow. So this way Bhaktipada is very humble, he is very merciful. I may not have enough words to describe his glorious qualities. Nevertheless, he bestows his mercy on all his disciples in an equal level. That's my vision of saying, in one way. Like all of us devotees of Bhaktipada, his projects, whether approved or unapproved, is an immaterial word, it's a relative word as such, but in an absolute sense, he is approving everybody's projects. And that way, the projects are developing in an equal level, if you see it economical wise or even preaching wise. So that's all about the Krishna Lo project located in Gujarat. If anybody has any questions, I'll be more than glad to answer. Glorified in this installation ceremony. Of course, extreme credit goes to His Holiness Sri Radhanath Swami Maharaj, but the devotees also came because of him, not because of our telling. And we are really indebted to them. As Krishna says, you please glorify my devotees first before you glorify me. So that is my obligation, to glorify all the Bombay devotees who has visited Krishna Lo, and those who have not visited has expressed their heartfelt feelings to have that ceremony to be completed, and it has been completed successfully. Before that, one incident took place, it may be worth knowing. We were worshipping small Radha Krishna Vigraha. They were maybe 10 inches tall, I think, or 8 inches tall, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So Vedvyas Swami had those Radha Krishna, and he has given us to worship them. So we were worshipping them. They were named Radha Damodar because they came in the month of Damodar, first day of Damodar. They came in America. So we were worshipping them, and just a couple of days before the installation, they were being stolen by the thieves, Radha Damodar as well as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But the secret of success to understand is, Bhaktipada, we made phone call to Bhaktipada also. Bhaktipada says Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are Swarat. They are totally independent personality of the Godhead. Same as the Guru is also totally independent. So they are not subjugated to any limitations. But nevertheless they do their Leela to increase the devotional service for their devotees. So they helped us out to increase our devotional services. And Bhaktipada of course said you can get same kind of Vigraha from Vrindavan, which was all managed. But the thief who stole it, he only took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu along with Radha Krishna and not Nityananda Prabhu, who is our original Guru. So he is still there. So we can learn that Guru is the most important one. If you have Guru...
To just very briefly tell us what's going on, because in fact almost none of us have any knowledge of that. Then Ji Shakti Mataji, of course, some of us know, but not many know, so maybe she can briefly tell us, though she's refusing, but I think she will comply. And Arjun Das has just come from Delhi, and he can tell us also briefly what activities are going on in Delhi. After that we will have the dance, right? So that may be in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, and just after that we will go for prasad. So in case they want to inform about the prasad arrangements, they can say that we'll be there in 20-25 minutes. So Mr. Ladda, where is he?
In the physical sense, in the material sense. We do not have any big building or some thing like that. We are running in a small apartment. We start our program every day, especially on Sunday. Sunday morning at 5 o'clock we start our Nagar Sankirtan. Average 15 to 20 devotees are there. We go 2 to 3 kilometers in different areas of the city. At 10 o'clock we go house to house preaching. We distribute free prasadam and books. We ask them to come to our evening program. Sometimes we go to different jail, hospitals, orphanages. We distribute prasad. We distribute the books. Then at 12 o'clock we start cooking for Radha Krishna. Nearly 5 or 6 of us, we cook, and in the evening 5 o'clock our program starts. So from 40 to 60 devotees, they are assembling on every Sunday, and the best part of it, at least 50% are chanting daily, and at least 20 are chanting 16 rounds, following 4 regulative principles. And in the evening, His Grace Sri Narsimha Das Brahmachari Prabhu is guiding us in our spiritual life. He is helping us to come up. And at 10 o'clock, all the programs finish. Then our most interesting program starts. That is the cleaning. All of us, we clean the premises, we clean the utensils ourselves, and we arrange everything as it was before the program, and then we leave. And then in the weekdays we go to different colleges. We have started since last 2 months. We are going to different colleges and arranging the preaching program, and by Guru's grace we were quite successful in that. I need always Maharaj's grace and mercy to help us. Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Ji ki Jai. I was born 2 years back when one Friday evening I was here, and before joining Hare Krishna movement I was complete atheist. You may not believe that I used to use such words which you cannot imagine for the God. But it is Mahaprabhu's grace and His causeless mercy that in one night I was a different man. I can never repeat. I can never even think of anything which can be equal or parallel to that. It's something.
I want to tell you something. This is not the point. And he attended evening program. After attending evening program, I was sitting with him from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, talking to him. And at 4 o'clock flight, he has gone to Hyderabad. And thereafter, from next day, he started program at business. And everything is started by him. He started chanting, offering prasadam, following 4 regulative principles, and all these things. There was a lot of problem in family, all these things that as usual. And then finally he started talking to his friends, and then now the center is full-fledged activity center inside the club.
नमन करें श्रील कीर्तनानंद स्वामी भक्ति पाद को प्रिय हैं, धाम सुंदर विश्व भर बसाने में सक्रिय हैं। नमन करें श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद को, कृष्ण शरणागत जो पाए कृष्ण से अनुराग को। सरस्वती महाराज के अनुचर की जय जयकार है, माया रथ पश्चिम में जिनसे कृष्ण का प्रचार है। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौड़ भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। I must offer my obeisances to Radhanath Swami, Nityananda Swami, and all of you Vaishnavas. I just arrived from Delhi when Bhakti Yoga Maharaj was telling about Rishikesh. And regarding New Delhi, the thing is, New Delhi is just an extension of Rishikesh. in the sense that in 1987, when Srila Bhaktipada accepted me as his disciple, even at that time, when my parents and I, both, all of us, took initiation from him, after that, when he came to our house, he gave us one specific thing. When we said that, Bhaktipada, what can we do? What should we do? He said, you help Bhakti Yoga Maharaj in the Rishikesh project. So, in that sense, Delhi is a pretty major project, because we are trying to get people in Delhi to somehow tag along with the Rishikesh project. Now in Delhi, I am there, my parents, Kapil Dev, Devahuti Mata, and my cousin, we are all initiated from Bhaktipad. And my whole family, my wife, child, my sister, her husband, my cousin's mother, his brother, sister, wife, the whole crowd. We are all together in it. And we are very fortunate that Radhanath Maharaj is so kind to us. Whenever he is even passing through Delhi, he always comes to our place and gives us an opportunity to serve him, though he knows how clumsily we do that. Now, there are 2-3 things which we are trying to do in Delhi. Like, we are quite just bumbling along in Delhi, but even then, by Bhaktipad's grace, we have now a group of about 20 people. Out of them, at least 12 of them are sort of core people, and the rest are on the fringe, and they keep helping us in so many things. We started an association called Astha, which was something like the Friends of Radha Gopinath in Bombay. This was of the people who would like to be associated with the Rishikesh project. And the good thing is that Astha has taken off in a much bigger way in Rishikesh, Jammu, Dehradun and other places. While we in Delhi are just carrying along somehow. And once when Bhaktipada came to our house in the very early days, in 87, I said that Bhaktipada, we are so much interested in music and we want to get some nice music, devotional music. He said, okay, go ahead, do it. So I don't know whether you people know, in Bombay, though I had sent a lot of those cassettes out here, we made one cassette called Madhav. It was devotional music by Pandit Raju and Sajjan Mishra, who are the country's foremost exponents of classical music. We just approached them and they said, okay, they are pretty expensive people, but they said, okay, we'll just do it for free for you as a devotional service. And it's a beautiful thing. It's available in the Radha Gopinath temple also. I'm sure you must have heard. The best thing was that when Bhaktipada heard it in Bombay, he was so pleased. We really toiled quite a bit to get that thing made, and it was quite an experience. And I mean, sales wise it was nowhere, because we were doing it just to because we had made a promise to Bhaktipada. And when he listened to it, he was so happy that all our efforts were sort of rewarded. Yeah, the good is pleased, so everything is fine. And then we also have another thing. My cousin Ajamil Das, he's supposed to do it, but he's very slow in this. We have a scheme called Go Grass. In Rishikesh we have the Surabhi Goshala. So here we have small laminated boxes which we give to people who keep them in their houses, and every day they drop in some 1 rupee, 2 rupees or whatever they please in the name of the cows in Rishikesh. And therefore, thereafter a month or so, collect it and send it to Rishikesh. So this is also going on. If you people need any such boxes, we'll be very happy to give them to you. And the best thing in Delhi is that my parents, Kapil Dev and Devahuti Mata, they're always on my case. So in fact, they are the people who are really pushing me forward into devotional service. They are convinced that I'm a mediocre devotee, so they are always on my case. They have been a big help. and my sister and her husband, they are also giving in a lot of help in the university. Both of them are teaching the Delhi University, and they have opened new doors for us there. We have had 2-3 debates and writing contests in the university, and there was a good response. In this February, when we had that interfaith conference which Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj had organized, we had that big, we had a lot of efforts into it. And when the day came for the elocution contest, only one chap turned up because somehow there was a strike or something. But that chap, if you remember, you were there, he gave a wonderful speech in the conference the next day. In fact, it was the best speech because he was talking solely about Krishna consciousness. So somehow it comes around to this, that whenever we are feeling that, okay, we'll go ahead and do this thing, and we sort of get that feeling, yes, now we will do something, somehow Krishna always pulls our leg. And when we fall flat on our noses, then we know that it's none of our efforts, but it's simply by the grace of Bhaktipad and Radhanath Maharaj that we're able to do anything worthwhile. So New Delhi, in that sense, is pretty important, that we have got the benefit of Radhanath Maharaj. Whenever he's down, we always nab him and bring him home. And Bhaktipad, in fact, on 4th of August this year, when we had that yajna ceremony in our house, I rang Bhaktipad up the same evening. And as usual, Bhaktipad, he is very brief and to the point. So I said, Bhaktipad, what do you have? Anything, instructions? He said, chant Hare Krishna. I said, something more. So he said, okay, remember that Krishna is in control, not you. So I said, fine, thank you so much. Then he said, and whomsoever you meet, talk about Krishna. Just these things. So in New Delhi, we are getting together all these people, and we always arrange trips to Rishikesh, especially on Janmashtami and Gaur Purnima. Again, we are planning a big festival out there. So New Delhi is an extension of Rishikesh, and under Bhakti Yoga Maharaj's guidance, we are carrying along.
Hence, I have never stood before the mic, so I don't know what to say. Household life is a deep dark well, so I am quite entangled in this deep dark well. But by the mercy of Srila Bhaktipad, Radhanath Swami Maharaj and the devotees, we are able to conduct a Sunday program and invite a few guests and neighbors and friends. We have the usual Kirtan and Prasadam. And on Saturdays, I try to go to an orphanage where we conduct the same program of Kirtan, Prasad distribution, and telling them some stories from the Bhagavatam. And we chant for 15 minutes. We have 2 more devotees in Pune, Satyavati and Savitri, and they help me in all my programs. Actually, 2 years ago when I just shifted to Pune, I met Bhaktipad in Rishikesh. So he was telling me that you must preach. So I said, and he was telling me what activities I should do. And I was saying that, Bhaktipad, I'm all alone in Pune, how can I do anything? So he said, no, you're not alone, I am with you, the whole Guru Parampara is with you. So I think that is what has actually helped me to go on like this. And Rishikesh Prabhu was very kind to give us a lot of audio and video cassettes. So we maintain a small library, and I have some books also which I've been collecting over the years. So this library is also helping many people to become more Krishna conscious. Last month we had Radhanath Maharaj with us for one day, and many friends had come to see him. They were very inspired, and subsequently they rang me up and said that we are very happy, and now we have started chanting. Subsequent to that, we had Dr. Shri Govind with his family staying with us for one night, and he had a nice slideshow, and people, some of the business class executives, my husband's friends, they were very happy with the program, and they want to have another Bhagavad Gita course. So maybe we will have it in February. So my humble request to all the devotees is that please visit us more often in Pune, so that we can get inspired. We have every Sunday program is there, so if you can come on a Sunday, it will be very nice. And by all your mercy and blessings, I'm able to render some service. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta